Good evening, folks. Welcome to Drinking with Andrew, live from the bedroom. For those new to the channel, I am a part-time eBay and Depop reseller and a mental health advocate, and I managed to have a bloody double chin there. I was trying to avoid showing that. Nobody will notice. Yes, I can't get to the sofa at the moment because there's piles of books in the way. I couldn't be bothered to be with him. Barely enough time to go live as it is. So we're here. I'm here live from the bedroom instead. The room where all the magic doesn't happen. It's not like Disneyland in here after all. But anyway, let's say some hellos. Kathy's first in. Welcome, Kathy. We got Chris in. Hello, Chris. Peter, TMT, the Monkey Thrifter. Damien. Welcome, Damien. We'll ignore any comments there. We've got the beautiful Ellen. Welcome, Ellen. Peter Ray's in. Welcome, Peter Ray. We've got Cat Peddler all the way from Turkey. Welcome, Cat Peddler. He's off to Turkey because he's heard that they've got birds there called turkeys. And he's thinking about branching out from cat peddling into turkey peddling. But I've heard he's a bit disappointed once he's gone there and found it's not actually where turkeys are from. So he's a bit unhappy about that, but we'll try and avoid mentioning that. David Jensen, welcome, Dave. We've got Don, the Yorkshire Mix in. Welcome, Don. Polaran's in. Welcome, Polaran. It's jumped. It's jumped again. Hang on. Turkey peddler now. There you go. Told you. Right. So, yes, there we go. Anyway, I've eaten just about. It was a close one thing. Oh, we've got young Mr. Payne in. Hello, Mr. Payne Jr. Welcome. Ned's in. I've not seen Ned for a while. Thought it was in Manchester tomorrow, Jess. The meetup is tomorrow, Jess. Yes. Well, I got a plan of action for tomorrow. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on a train. I am going to go to Manchester. I'm going to consume some pints. Then I'm going to head to my Airbnb. And then I am going to come back from my Airbnb after I checked it in and drop my bag off. And I'm going to get more drunk. That's pretty much the plan. And then I'm going to return to my Airbnb when I'm incapable of walking. First can's open. Right. So we invite some guests on. I thought it was Thursday today. Well, it's Steve Richard. Well, where is he? Right, links in the chat if anyone wants to come on while I try and work out how to reply to a message. Reach Around is coming as well, is he? That'd be interesting. Right. Don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work. Hello, Dave Fried Deals, Dave. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. Right. There we go. Right. Oh, I put the link in the chat? Yes, the link is in the chat. There we go. Let's see who comes live. We'll click the link and joins me for a drinky poos. I'm not having too many tonight because obviously I'm on an early train to Manchester tomorrow. Which reminds me I need to set my alarm clock. Which is now set. Good evening, Ian. How are you? Still a hurricane? Hello. I really like this in the bedroom layout. It's not as comfortable as sitting on the sofa, but there you go. Hi, Richard. Is Richard here? I've missed him. Apologies. Right, Turkey Peddler. Are you by swimming pool? Where are you? Where are you viewing from? How will you recognise me tomorrow? Will you recognise me? Well, it will be very difficult to spot me. I am well known for being like a ninja, stealthy ninja thing, stealth master thing. Very difficult to find in public. Hard to spot. Like a ghost ninja thing. I don't know. Nope. 9 promote your listing. Oh, why are they not fucking? Oh. 11:30. Bloody hell. I'll be passed out now. Who is coming to the Manchester meetup tomorrow? So we know we got Jess, Becky, and Kieran and Kathy. Is anyone else coming? Or is that it? Is that the crowd? Come live from the balcony. Give it a try. You give us a view of the balcony. What's the worst that could happen? Obviously, don't fall off the balcony because that probably is the worst that could happen. So yeah, don't do that. No falling off balconies. Not good. Peter's coming to Manchester. Evening Studem. Apparently, Stu, you're a stud now. You're a married man. Practically married man. There's a beautiful lady. Welcome, Cherry. John's coming. About one-ish. Yeah, I think I looked at the train and it said something banging on about a rail replacement bus. So I don't know if I'm on a bus. Let's have a look again, actually. Wrexham to Manchester. Outbound tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Because I'm not going any earlier than that. So look. Oh, me, free changes. Why are there free changes? I'm going on this one. It's only got one change. 10:03 Wrexham. Arrive at Chester at 10:20. Get into Manchester Victoria at 12:10. Or I can get the 10:03 to Oxford Road. But I'll have to go up to Warrington Bank Quay. I'm not doing that. And this. Steve is blaming work. That's not good. Is he working, is he? I have sent her a message, but I think he may be asleep. So there you go. How do we get from the train station to the pub? I'd probably walk it. Deansgate ain't that. I mean, there is a Deansgate station. You could get train straight into Deansgate station. Oxford Road's not that far away either. I seem to be coming into Manchester, Victoria. So I have to work out how far that is. Look now. Oh, hang on. We've got our first guest coming in. All the way from Turkey. Welcome, Turkey Peddler.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Is this?
Don't think the Wi-Fi is particularly good.
That's all right. You're coming through okay. It's just degraded the video quality. That's all. But we can hear you fine.
I can't hear you very well.
I'm just saying how sexy you look.
Live from Turkey.
Yeah, Christ, it looks like a third world country. Looks like are you sure you're not in an earthquake relief zone? Are you there doing aid work?
Didn't hear a word of that.
Just saying what a wonderful view you've got. Hello, Tonks.
Yeah.
How has your holiday been?
Yeah, it's really good. Nice and sunny. Been on the beach. Rode a jet ski.
You've been on a jet ski?
Paragliding.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. It says it's like an 11-minute walk, Peter, from the train station to the pub. But I don't know if that's the right pub. What was the fucking stupid route this is taking? 8-minute walk from Manchester, Victoria.
I've no idea how this is actually working because all the rest of the time, the whole holiday, the internet hasn't been very good at all.
Have you done much listing while you've been there?
Have I done what?
Have you done much listing while you've been there?
No, but I've had things scheduled for every day.
No.
That's Daniel is in the room.
Remember, you're not in the listing challenge while you're there, but if you were, I'd have won.
So say that again.
But you're gonna have to
get
Daniel to come and translate.
It's too noisy.
Your son says you look amazing. I won't say that. How is Joe enjoying the holiday?
Sorry, say that again.
How is Joe enjoying the holiday?
She's not here.
Oh, fucking hell,
it's just me and Daniel.
Oh, fucking hell, what a boys' trip.
Say that again.
Stu wants to know if you can see Blackpool Tower from where you are.
Not quite. I can just about see the beach.
He's too far from the beach, Stu.
Yeah, but we went to the bingo tonight. Though it was raining tonight, it's the first time it's rained since we've been here, and everybody. Usually, it's quite quiet at the hotels or entertainment place, but everybody must have decided not to go out tonight, so you couldn't even get a table there. It was so packed. So yeah, we're back to the room now anyway.
Oh, Jack is tempted to join us at the meetup tomorrow. Do we know where the nearest parking is? Oh, there's fuckloads of parking down on Deansgate. You'll be all right. Literally, you'd drive down it, you'd be surrounded by car parks, Jack. You'll have no problem. Hello, David. Chris wants to know how many sales you've had.
Right. You understand yet? It's not been too bad. I'm on holiday mode. I think I'm going to go back to about 20 things so far. It's not too bad.
An average day for you, that's.
Sorry, what was that?
Bloody hell. This is working well, isn't it? As I've said, Turkey is a third world country. All right, lovely to see you.
Bye.
Yeah, Turkey is a third world country, so unfortunately, they don't have Wi-Fi there that works. Oh, that went well. Let's see if we get somebody else on. Send a text. Oh, fuck, so it's the wrong one. There we go. That's the right one. Right. Evening, little Steve. So, well, we've got better Wi-Fi here than Turkey, so probably not. He was the cat peddler, the cat peddler. He came to steal some turkeys, but he failed to steal any. I need to, yeah. But say hello to Victoria, but I can't see her in the chat. But I think Victoria's watching, so hello, if you are. We've lost Adam. Is Richard Payne here? It's just me. I've not seen Richard. I don't know. Text him and ask him. Playing Fortnite. Playing Fortnite. You should be bloody watching me. Bloody playing Fortnite. Jesus Christ. Bloody Fortnite, my ass. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. With quality entertainment on the TV here. A man sat in bed drinking a can of cider. What more can you want? Been playing bloody Fortnite. Good God. Nope, Daniel's off. Take care, Daniel. Right, hang on. Speaking of cats.
Hello.
Here's Damien. Welcome.
How you doing, all right?
I'm all right. How are you?
Got cat there. There she is. I'm all right. Yeah, not bad. Just got out of the bath.
I've not had one yet.
Yeah, if yours later. You're at home or you're in a hotel?
No, this is my house
How's your house? Right, why are you upstairs then?
because I can't get to the sofa.
Oh, your housemate is occupied and watching a film or something, is he?
No, it's too much crap in the way.
Full of stock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you get off to Manchester tomorrow then?
Yes, I'm going on a date with Cherry.
Ooh.
She doesn't know yet. I don't think her mum's told her.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a bed. I can't get to my sofa, Dr. Trader.
Manchester's a bit too far for me to go.
Too bloody far for me. Christ, it's bloody 2 hours on the train.
I think it's about 5 hours from here. Good 5 hours on train. I'm going to have a look.
I'd drive it in an hour, but on the bloody train, Jesus Christ.
No, it's probably about the same driving, I would think. I'm trying to get around the M25.
Sorry to hear that, Tonks. It's always sad when we lose a pet. You're upsetting Tonks now.
I can't see any chat, by the way, so hi anybody that's saying hello.
I'm amazed Jess hasn't said hello. She was watching a minute ago, but maybe she's disappeared. She's the biggest fan.
Manchester Piccadilly's close enough.
I'm going into Victoria. I need to look at this train again. I've got no food in the house for breakfast. I'm going to have to go to Wetherspoons for breakfast in the morning.
That's not bad, actually. That's not bad at all. That's a lot cheaper and a lot quicker than I thought. 3.5 hours, so only £45.
How is that only for my return ticket's like nearly 40 quid?
£44.70. Leave it at 6:16 and get there at 9:46. And like 3 hours 30 minutes. 2 changes, changing at St Pancras. And then sit at St Pancras all day because the other train's been cancelled. I don't know what's going on there. But that's maybe next time then. So I was expecting it to be like, 5 hours and cost 150 quid or something ridiculous.
It's costing me nearly 40 quid for my bloody return ticket. I keep saying wet rail replacement bus.
Let's put the chat on. Hi Dave, hi Kathy, hi Peter, hi Porky, hi Jason, hi Tonks.
So there's a bus.
Hi Cherry, hi Stephen.
From Chester at 10:25.
Everybody else.
Can't fucking work this thing out.
Yeah, I've got boot fairs tomorrow, John. It's not raining for like we was expecting it to rain all week, but all of a sudden it's saying it's dry, so they're on. So I was expecting last week to be the last week of the season, but apparently we've got one more. It was shit last week, so I'm not expecting it to be particularly good. But a couple of bits is a couple of bits. As long as I can cover my diesel.
I've got
Hi Jess.
I've got real problems sourcing stock. It's very difficult.
I know. How far have you got to go? So you got to go to your living room, to your garage, to your rental place. So it's a hard life, isn't it?
The effort involved.
The effort, yeah. Far too much effort.
Welcome, Jason. Welcome, Porky. We need to bully Cherry to come to the thing tomorrow. Meeting me is enough. Jess says she's here. She's just watching a movie. What can you be watching this and the movie? Like bloody Cherry playing bloody Fortnite. Alexa says 91% chance of rain on Sunday, but the Met Office says less than 5%. So there you go.
Yeah, I know. It's all crap wherever you are. But I had issues today because I went down the container and there wasn't any electricity. So I phoned up the guy that runs it. So, there's no electricity here. What's going on? So oh yeah, we sent out like text to everybody a month ago saying that we've got scheduled maintenance like today and tomorrow. So there's no electric. I said I haven't been there a month yet, so nobody's bloody told me. So, oh, sorry about that. So I had to like pack up my zebra printer, do all my packing down there, like weigh everything, grab the spare laptop because like the zebra printer that won't work on my Mac because I haven't got a lightning whatever USB-C cable connection. Bring it all back here, like and battle to do all the labels manually one by one, and then cart it back down the post office. I was fuming like that. No, not happy. But apparently it'll be back on by Monday or Sunday. So I only had 9 items to go out, so it wasn't a whole lot. But it might be raining tomorrow. Definitely dry on Sunday. There's a 22% chance of rain at the boot fair tomorrow morning, so that'll be shit.
I'm still refusing to do any boot sales. I'll wait until next year.
Have you not done any all season?
I went to one Saturday boot sale. It was shit. Bought 2 things. It was a complete waste of time.
My boot fair.
There was a bloke there who's selling stuff, and it's like he's selling it for more than it sells for on eBay. It's like, what are you doing? Well, jacket, 25 quid for that. So I said, so he's going to come in and pay 25 quid for a jacket. So people come in with about £20 in their pocket, and that's it. Go on eBay and buy that jacket for 20 quid. So
Yeah.
give you £1. I wasn't happy.
No. So people tend to be grumpy in the mornings. I don't know why they do boot sales in the morning because it's the best time of day to start an argument with someone. Sorry, I'm on the iPad. I'm trying to balance it up so it stays put. There you go.
There's Richard. Richard, your nephew's here. You've missed your brother coming live as well, Richard. He come live from Blackpool.
So how's sales been?
I've looked actually. I've been away, haven't I? So I've not paid any attention.
Did you manage to get that parcel sorted out? The lockers were full on Wednesday, weren't they? Did you get it off?
I'll send it today.
Yeah.
They didn't cancel it, so I got sent today.
It'll be all right. So when I dropped off the parcels earlier, about 3:30 this afternoon, and Royal Mail hadn't collected at all today at that point. So like the back of it's like one of the post offices in the shop, so it's only got a limited sort of like 12 square foot space. It's just sack floor to the ceiling, grey sacks where they haven't been collected since Wednesday because obviously strike yesterday. They said like nobody's been around to collect them today, and it's 3:30. I'm getting worried. So they're like, if that sort of bodes for across the rest of the country as well, then that they're really struggling this time with the backlog after the strike. It's obviously a really busy day yesterday, but there was massive. It was floored, like it was stacked taller than the poor girl behind the counter. But
We've not even at peak yet either.
No, there must have been 50 grey sacks behind her, and a queue of people bringing in parcels such as myself. And if they haven't got the staff to catch through the backlog to go and actually collect them, and obviously there was more than a van's worth there, and obviously more than a van's worth in any other places. They just probably went out the first thing this morning, filled up the van, and had to take in, so they're way behind. So I'm expecting things to be delayed quite because last time it was all right. They seemed to cope quite well the last couple of strike days, but for some reason today, it's all gone tits up.
Thank God I don't use them.
Mm. Well, I've got a business account with them, but like today's day, I couldn't get power, so I had to print all my postage through eBay because I wasn't going to take the label printer out and the laser printer home because you have to print out a manifest. So it's like, no, I'll just I'll just take the label printer because that's small. I can connect it up to the laptop and I'll just print the labels off through eBay. So all my large letters are not going to get a delivery scan. So they're probably going to get lost.
Derek, we're not having any of your fully authentic turkey specials. I agree with Stu. This is the
best way.
way.
I haven't actually had a sale since I posted, so at the moment I've got nothing going out on Monday.
I've got, I did some posting earlier. I've got 8 left to go.
I've got something on the way to the or trainer authentication people. See how well
with that.
Yeah.
You've got a chance that it might be. How did you? Why was your description?
They're new with box as shown, new and unworn it with box as shown in photos. It's like just don't open, they're bloody genuine. It's like I've done. It's a pair of Vans, and like they've sold them for 120 quid. And like I spent a long time doing the checks on them, and I'm 99.9% sure they're genuine. But Vans isn't really a brand that I'm that familiar with. But you know, I spent a long time going through like all various websites of how to spot fake Vans, what to look out for, and it all checked out the little code on the soles there, which matched up with the box. And so we'll see whether they take issue with it at all. And I'll get a ding on my account. If I get a ding on my account because they're not happy with the description, then I'll complain. But if they're fake, then I'll take the hit. It's like, who was it that got? I'm sure I saw somebody got them as a pair of trainers sent back for them because the authenticator decided that the buyer had paid too much for them.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's like, well, the buyer paid for it, so you know it's like, well, if they do try that on me, it's like, well, the buyer sent me an offer and I accepted it, you know, so I'm not going to have that. But yeah, you hear something like some strange stories about what they reject and for what reasons. As far as I'm concerned, it should be, you know, like their terms say it's, you know, or like whether they're genuine and whether it is significantly different from your description. And you know, so well, there's the photos. They're new in box. Still got the tags attached and spare shoelaces attached. But yeah, this is only the second pair I've ever sent to them. The first pair went through fine.
Morning, Cherry. I've never had any trainers worth that much. The people of Wrexham don't have footwear that expensive.
I have got another pair. I've got a pair of Nikes that are up for 130 quid. So they're a size 13. So they'll take a while to sell because one, I priced them probably a little bit too high, and two, not many people are size 13. But I paid 20 quid for them. I know they're genuine. They're a pair of Nikes. I know they're genuine.
Derek says there's loads of fake fans where he is in Blackpool.
Yeah, I expect there are. But if they're fakes, they are really, 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 really good fakes because they've got everything. They've got, it's like main things on the pattern on the bottom of them. There's a little code that's printed, and fakes don't have them normally, and it's got it, and it matches the box as well. So, like if they're fakes, they're the best fakes that I've ever come across on any brand ever, because you can't tell everything matches up. So
you want to see the bag that Derek picked up once, the fake bag that he sold for 40 quid, a Von Dutch one. That's a fucking awful thing I've ever seen. A terrible fake. Never had it returned. Nothing.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
But if they're fakes, they come out the same factory that makes the genuine ones, that's for sure. But you get that though with some brands, don't you? You get the knockoffs. You get the one. It's like you make them in the same Chinese or whatever factory. They use leftover materials and shit and just send them out the back door.
Apparently, Derek sports some fake Yeezys. Does he know
I
what
don't know what Yeezys are. I know they're shoes, but
they are? Expensive, very expensive.
I know.
Adidas
Yeah, I know
Yeezys.
they're expensive, but I couldn't. You showed me. I put a pair in a lineup of 10 pairs of like similar. I wouldn't be able to pick them out.
I'll pull them out, and I'll pick out the fake ones too.
But with shoes, I tend to. I mean, I never used to do shoes, trainers, and like that last year or so, I've been picking out Nikes. I know how to spot a fake pair of Nikes, but beyond that, I don't pick up Adidas because I just don't know the codes and don't know the styles or anything like that. I couldn't tell you a fake Adidas from a genuine Adidas. So I don't pick them up.
Well, it depends on the price, doesn't it? Yeah,
Well, if you're too quick, I mean, I've had a couple of pairs before, and I think sent photos to you. I think that was last year. It's like I just don't have the confidence because I don't know what I'm looking for, and I don't know what So it's like I might branch out to them into them in the future, but they're few and far between at my boot fairs anyway. You can go weeks without seeing a pair of decent trainers. But Nikes or anything like that, and then all of a sudden you'll find about 5 pairs at one boot fair. But it's not like Essex with George, where you can pick up like 2 or 3 pairs every time you go. And they're just not there, and if you do come across them, they just tend to be standard Nike Air Force Ones.
Yeah, I've sellers at the car boot and jerk who just sell footwear. And stuff. All sorts there.
Yeah.
But, he researches them before he lists them, not list them before he puts them on his thing. So he, sometimes you get away with something like a £10 pair, like a 40 pair of trainers for a tenner. But most times he's asking, like 30, 40 quid because he knows what they're.
Yeah, you're more likely to come across a pair of Asics down here than you are a pair of Nikes. Because it's the crowd that you attract, like that sell. They don't tend to be sort of the young fashionable people. They tend to be the ladies that go out running and whatnot.
The quality is good. He's using his iPad, Dave.
I'm on the iPad. So it's like, but no, we're not on the news. So we've tried applying because we're in a block of flats. We have to get what's called way leave because they've been round and they've done the entire estate with the fibre to the premises now. They did that like last month, and like the house is right up to the block of flats. They've all got super fast 900 megabit broadband, and we're stuck on like 20. So I finally found out how to apply for it because you have to get OpenReach to have permission to come into to do the building, which is called way leave. And so I've sent the form off to our managing agents and said, look, can you fill this in so OpenReach can do it? And then once we get that done, we'll see. And like Luke, we'll see if we can get us bumped up the queue because it could take a couple of years if it was just left to its own devices. But it's like it's got to have some perks of working for the company. And see if I can get it to put in. So it would be nice if we could have. Because he sits and plays video games all the time, so he could do with better broadband. I mean, I only notice when it's crap is when I'm trying to upload a video.
Right, I'll start my final promote listing advance campaign.
I think what's today's date? Is it the 14th today? Yeah, it is. Mine finishes at midnight, and I'm not starting another one. Simply because it runs out on the 19th, doesn't it? So it's like I just want it to clear any residual clicks and purchases before then, because I don't want them to click on the ads on the 19th and then buy it on the 23rd and have be charged whatever. I'll tell you where I'm at, because this will prove how not worth it is Advertising dashboard. Promoted advanced. I'll turn that around that way. So I've had 21 sales, total value of £330.24. And the ad fees, had I been paying it out on my own, is £229.86 plus VAT.
Excellent.
That's insane. That really is. I'm glad it's on eBay's money and not mine, but you know it is so not. It works, you know, because I've had 21 sales out of it, you know, in the last couple of weeks that I've been doing it, but at a cost of 330 quid, 230 quid. So that's technically a profit, but yeah, I'd love gigabit fiber.
Right. I've launched my new campaign.
Get those last few sales in.
Who's offering me £1 on stuff?
It's not me. I'm still selling all the old crap. I don't know why. I'm selling all. So I sold some rewritable CDs that have been sat around for like a year as well. Today, it's just like they're just buying it, not on an offer. They're just buying it. It's like, well, so I've cleared out so much stuff that's been hanging around like for over a year now. So like stuff that I bought last boot sale season, and I don't know why. I don't know why all of a sudden it started saying, not that I'm complaining. I mean, it's all low value stuff. It's all like stuff that's like 10, 12 quid with free postage. So I'm not making much money on it, but I'm getting some shelf space back.
£1 offer with a message: you have ruined this shirt. Oh, so who would buy this shirt for £60 with someone's name? This is why no one is buying this junk. Thank you very much, Kieran. There,
Is that a football shirt?
feedback. Yeah.
And it's got obviously some player that they don't like on it.
I'm gonna make a counter offer and tell him
Shove it up their backside. Yeah, get that algorithm going. Send them counter offer.
I'll reply to it. Right, hang on, what's it listed for? $59.95. Right, I'll reply to it with $59.94 and say, add message, I'll give you a penny off. Penny off for being so nice.
If anybody likes chocolate milkshake, that's the best milkshake ever. Dutch. Sell it in Tesco's.
Wrexham AFC get promoted. The season's only just started, Dave. James and Sarah. Oh, thanks. Hello, Richard. What's so sweet? Oh, Neil. Neil's come in. Hello, Neil. Can't keep up.
I don't have a Costco's near me. I think the nearest one's about 40 miles away. Now, where's my nearest Costco? I know it's a trek. Nearest Costco. I think it's up Midway somewhere. No, I don't want America. I want UK.
What's he doing here now? I thought that he'd been murdered by Bell. Anyway, I've seen a picture where he's definitely being killed by Bell.
My nearest one is Lakeside.
And a tiki bar in Orlando. Yeah, as pissed as a fart then, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm my nearest one. Yes, Thurrock. So I've got no chance. I'm not driving all the way up to bloody Thurrock just to go to Costco. I mean, like there's IKEA's there as well, but it's a bit of a trek. Hi, Chris. How is Florida or Orlando?
Right. Hey,
Yes,
Siri,
bar in Orlando. Fantastic.
where is the closest Costco?
The nearest one I found is Costco petrol station on Chester Gates in Chester. Does that one sound good?
No.
The second is Costco on Chester Gates, Chester, about 14 miles to your north, and it gets 86% positive ratings. It's open today from 10 o'clock to 20:30.
The only Costco in Wales is in Cardiff.
It surprised me.
You've got one in Liverpool, one in Chester, and one
I had a counter offer to £1.
One in St Helens. It's Carbook Chris drunken means titty bar. Don't think so. What's that? Is Orlando Magic? Is that basketball, Chris? I'd rather go and see a baseball game if I went to America, or an ice hockey game. But not really interested in basketball.
Right, I'm going to blonde block this idiot who keeps making low ball offers.
Got it right. Basketball. Something. I sent out 20 offers earlier and nobody's bitten at all.
Right, there we go. Blocked.
Putin says it is not his aim to destroy Ukraine. Yeah, all right then.
Well, he's doing a bloody good job of it, isn't he?
He says no more heavy strikes on Ukraine for the time being. He said most designated targets of the strikes have been hit, adding that it was not his aim to destroy Ukraine. So what's he doing? Sort of like calls it, starting a mass fireworks display, just to keep him entertained. Jesus. Oh, give up. Is Cherry still alive?
Cherry, your mum's after you. Is she playing Fortnite, isn't she?
Is Kathy actually Cherry's mum? Or is that... Uh-huh. So where's your friend gone? The one that's usually like dicking about with his camera. Can't remember his name.
Phil.
No, not Phil. The other one. The one that keeps putting like filters on and stuff.
Oh, Natasha.
No. Can't remember his name. I haven't seen him in a few weeks. Actually, speaking of Phil, I haven't seen Phil tonight either.
He's probably working or something. Be one of these travel lodge hotels.
Yeah.
Cherry says, happy birthday for the other day, Chris. It was his 50th birthday as well, Cherry.
Again?
He's aging well for 50.
Richie, yeah.
Ricky.
Richie.
Becky Lee.
No. He old. I've never ever played Fortnite, and I don't intend to. The twins love it. They play it all bloody time, but they're 9, so they're allowed to.
I think I downloaded it once. That was this
Got that far. Not, it doesn't interest me.
I downloaded it onto a different laptop that no longer functions.
Mm.
It experienced some issues with Liquid.
Yeah.
I spilt a can of cider on it.
Well, if you're going to spill something on it, it's going to be cider, isn't it?
Cherry says, bloody hell, Cherry, if you're 9, I mean, so going to fucking prison. It's not good. Tell me that this is not true. I've had one brush with the law in my life, and that is more than enough.
That was last year now, wasn't it? That was...
Yes.
Yeah.
The Land Rover would be paid off by now if it wasn't for that.
I've got a year left on my car before that's paid off.
November.
Trying to call me all week. Like, just want to check that you've got a year left on your thing. We just want to check to see whether you're still all right. It's a hire purchase agreement that I'm 5 out of 6 years into, and you're just calling me now to see if I'm all right with it and whether it's the best deal for me. No, you're just trying and sell me a new fucking car. And it's like, apart from it being a diesel, it's super reliable, and I've quite enjoy the car, so I'm going to keep it. It's in good condition. It's got low mileage. I'm going to keep it for the next few years, I think. Don't pay any tax on it either, despite it being a diesel. Some reason it's 0 rated, and I don't get why. It's like one of these Ecotech ones that supposedly might automatically shuts off the engine when you're stationary, but it stopped doing that about 3 years ago. So it's probably kicking out all sorts of pollution. But it's like, you need to renew your tax. That'll be £0 and 0 pence, please. Don't forget to do it, because we'll still charge you if you don't do it, even though there's nothing to pay. So
take that figure and add about 250 quid to it, and you get my tax.
Yeah. You've got a gas guzzler. I've got a Ford Fiesta.
And then the finance is 335 quid a month. That's due to end November next year, but I'm hoping to pay it off in January.
It's Peter. It's a 2014, and I've had it for 5 years. It was ex fleet. I got it with about 20,000 miles on it, and I've done about it's just about 42,000 on it now, because I only do about 6,000 a year on it, and it's, touch wood, it's never had any issues until every time I take it to the MOT, they say it's a lovely example of a car. Passed, thank you very much, see you next year. The worst I've had to replace on it is a couple of light bulbs and a couple of tyres.
I remember when my BMW cost me $7,500 one year. I was ready to die.
I'd give up the car for them. So take it. So I think that's all my, well, no, it's like, by the time you like the finance paid on it, I think it cost about 12 in the end.
It's like, that's just stuff breaking all the time, and it was just out of warranty. Just out of warranty.
Always just out of warranty.
So I got some of it back from BMW because I wrote and complained to him about how fucking shit it must have been. They must put it together for all this fucking shit to go wrong on it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't pay for it all.
Yeah, I've put Luke on the insurance now because it's only got you. It's like, because I never took out gap insurance on the finance, so I wanted to make sure, because I don't trust anybody else with the car. So if I crash it, it's my own fault. If anybody else crashes it, it's like I haven't got anywhere to go. Yeah, I can't get the boot fares and whatnot. So I let him. He drove the car for the first time because he drives, but he drives like one of those open reach vans. So like he's not driven a car in 4 years. It's like oh my god, I'm so low to the ground. We changed the tax on diesel in 2000. Yeah, I know they've changed it, and so I think they changed it again like this year as well. But it's so I think with the same emissions on a newer car, I would be paying probably about that 170 pounds a year, I think. But it still comes under the old rules because of its age. So it's 0 rated. All I need to do to get the stop start working again is put a new battery in it because the service goes once the battery gets below I think 85% capacity, it doesn't kick in anymore. So
I don't have any of that stuff in my Land Rover. You turn it on, it goes. It don't turn off until you crash it or you turn it off yourself.
It's all bolted together, isn't it? You can just take bits and parts of. That's why they're so desirable. So they get stolen all the time. Don't there's been a spate of thefts around here the other night. I think like one of the boroughs of Ashford was hit. I think 12 cars got nicked in a single night.
Jesus.
All like the keyless entry system, the usual one where they clone the signal with whatever thing they've got through the wall off your keys. But yeah, they got 12 in the night. I'm getting some sort of weird little feedback from you. Sort of, it sounds like a printer going off in the distance. Little humming. I don't know if anyone else can hear it.
I don't know. If I unplug the laptop, does that sound better?
No, it's still there.
Yeah, fuck knows then.
It's not loud. It's not batty. It's just a weird thing. Just a little weird high-pitched humming.
Richard says his diesel Civic is free tax. Well, fucking everyone's got free tax except me, haven't they, bastards? Even fucking Peter, his cash guy, has got fucking less fucking tax than I have to pay. I can't even drive my fucking car in Birmingham because apparently it's too fucking polluting. I have to pay £8 a day. Pricks.
I'm not sure what they would do about electric cars around here because like we're on a state. Most people don't have a car park space. So cars are all parked along the pavements. We're in a block of flats anyway, so they couldn't. There's no. They wouldn't be able to have charge ports. So there's no practical way to charge the cars around here. And I think a lot of estates built in the last 20 years will have the same issue. Parks on the road. I can't wait until they bring in, start enforcing the law saying you can't park on the pavement because that would just create mayhem around here because it would take away half the cars. They wouldn't be able to park. Luckily, I have a designated parking space because I'm in a flat.
Just pump electricity into the street. Might cause a few issues with people walking on it, but it charge your car.
Yeah, then I'd have to have the window open in the middle of winter, Steve. Tonks has got free tax on his diesel as well.
Jesus Christ, is there fucking anyone who hasn't got fucking free tax? Just fucking go away.
Well, this was all part of the drive back in sort of like the mid 2010s, wasn't it? When they were saying that diesels were, brilliant and everybody should get a diesel because they're cleaner than what everybody thinks they are. And then it turned out they're not as clean as everybody thought they weren't. They thought they were. And now they're back to sort of like, try and get rid of diesel again and go electric. But yeah, we're still on a legacy.
I couldn't fucking say that with my Land Rovers, mate, could they? Oh, fucking pricks. Only 20 quid, 30 quid. Fucking pay more than 20 quid a month for it. It's ridiculous.
I think the planet's long past saving now, Steve. Yeah, so it's like these days they're just taking to throwing paint and bloody paintings, like tins of soup on paintings, and gluing your hands to the wall. That was bloody stupid. Andrew and I have the same phone.
iPhone 12.
iPhone 12, midnight blue.
It is the future.
Well, I've not upgraded. Mine was due for renewal this month, and I've taken out a 12-month SIM only deal because the iPhone 14 is exactly the same as the iPhone 12 and iPhone 13. So I'm not bothering. See what the iPhone 15 comes out like, but I'm saving £50 a month. It was like we're on a like big economising drive at the moment. So got rid of the unit, so I've cut down on mobile phone bill. So I think we've managed to trim about £150 off our monthly outgoings in domestic, and then obviously I've saved £300 a month with the unit as well. So like the mortgage is going to be up for renewal in March, and that's probably going to go up about £150 a month. That'd be fun because we've only got a little mortgage, but it's still a lot.
A clean air zone in Bradford. Fucking hell. These go fucking everywhere, these fucking clean air zones. God help me if they have one in fucking Wrexham.
Luke went to do his training in Bradford like 4 years ago. We were open week, so that their training centres up there. And the weekend he drove up there and he got lost going around the Bradford Ring Road, and he went round it 3 times, and he ended up in the bus lane 3 times. So he got fined 3 times for going in the bus lane in the space of half an hour. Cost like 120 quid, like 40 quid a time, right? Pay at half price, 120 quid. It was like, it's funny. Yeah, he had to pay it as well. He got charged to the company, and then they took it out of his wages.
Yeah, Robbie's Coltrane is gone, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't think that's going to add any sort of value to any Harry Potter stuff that people have been saying. It's like, oh, God, get me Harry Potter stuff sorted and listed and relisted and sold similar and all that. I don't think it'll have the impact on it, because I don't recall it did with Snape, Alan Rickman. Because they're only a small cog in the wheel, so I don't think it will have that.
Like freaking Daniel Radcliffe dying, is it? Or J.K. Rowling dying, is it?
I don't even think if Daniel Radcliffe died, it was like all of a sudden. So I mean, Harry Potter is that big anyway. It's like everybody's got the DVDs or books that they want. I don't think unless you had a signed copy of something by Robbie Coltrane or Alan Rickman, then that might go up. But if you've just got bog standard stuff, I don't. It's not going to add any value to it. I think them dying, it's not like like when David Bowie died, and sort of, all of a sudden like his LP started going up in price. That sort of thing.
Fucking what I had, didn't it?
I mean, the TV series Cracker, the DVD, like complete box set, that is only worth about 7 or 8 quid. You get brand new for a tenner, and that might go up to £12, but it's not like it's going to shoot up to like 50, 60 quid or something. It's a good series though. If you haven't watched Cracker, do.
I'll be signing autographs tomorrow, not authenticating them. If anybody does want a signed Money Mental UK selfie, it will be £5 a time.
That's cheap. Most celebrities do it with these signing things. They charge 20 quid a time now, Andrew.
Okay, it will be 20 quid a go. So £20. I will sign whatever piece of anatomy you want me to sign, or your napkin. You will have to provide the pen as well, because
I don't think Murder She Wrote's gone up that much either. How much do they want for the one in the charity shop down your way, Andrew?
£10 for seasons 1 to 5. I can fucking hell, Christ, nobody
Yeah.
would pay that. And then they had season 9, and they wanted £9 for it. And so I'm like, it's fucking mental.
Yeah.
Been sat in there for a month. Nobody buying them. Chop the price.
Yeah, I like. I grew up on Murder She Wrote. I used to watch it every time.
What I have never worked out, I'll tell you what I've never worked out, right, about Murder She Wrote, right? And I still don't know the answer now, right? Who wrote it?
She did.
Who is she?
She did.
Exactly. I've no fucking clue.
Well, it was Jessica Fletcher, wasn't it? So she was a crime writer that solved crimes in the local area, and they caught her. The police called her in because she was an expert, because she used to write crimes and be able to solve crimes, because she was a crime writer.
There's 9 fucking photos on this listing. I'm not sending more fucking pictures for you.
No, I must have had a big sale 90 days ago, because my 90-day total was just dropped by about £400. Oh, I remember that. That was the big day I had. Can't remember what I sold though, but yeah, there was one day I did about £400 in a day. Yeah, she died on Wednesday, I think. She's like 94, something like in the 90s, so she's
96.
96.
96 is older than the Queen.
Yeah.
Although I think she was a bit more retired. She wasn't swearing in prime ministers. Right, now one more can, and then I've got to go to bed.
Yeah. So we'll get up early, but not that early. But they don't start till 9:30.
Oh, why can't I have some kind of force powers to get this stuff? Oh.
Beauty and the Beast, yes. She was the voice of the teapot, I think, wasn't she?
No clue. I've never seen it.
What, the cartoon or the remake? Yeah, she did. Like she's saying, it's like, I'm sure she was the teapot. Chip's mother. Yeah, Mrs. Potts.
What's your favourite Disney film?
My favourite Disney film. Oh God, now you're thinking. Don't think I've really got a favourite Disney film. This is my deep in thought face. I'm trying to think.
I'll tell you what mine is in a minute.
So, I'm not a big Disney fan, Steve. I was like, it's like, oh, what watched them? It's like, no, I obviously used to like them as a kid, but trying to think. I used to like 101 Dalmatians a lot as a kid.
So you're going to go with 101 Dalmatians.
Maybe. I'd say I used to like that as I was a kid. I like the Pixar. I like some of the Pixar films. I like Wall-E. Up is very sad. Didn't like Dumbo that much.
No, it was a bit dumb, that one.
Pete's Dragon as well, I remember. I think that was a Disney film. The original, not the remake.
Do you know my favourite Disney film?
Star Wars.
The Empire Strikes Back. Greatest Disney film of all time.
Have you been watching Andor? Because I've only seen episode 1 so far.
I'm a few episodes in.
Is it good? Because it's different.
I mean, I wasn't that interested in it to start off with. Like, the concept was announced, neither here nor there for me. And that's pretty much how I would describe the series.
I am looking forward to Picard season 3 because the trailer looks brilliant.
I liked Obi-Wan. I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I liked Obi-Wan as well.
It's like these Marvel TV shows now, you know, like She-Hulk.
I've not watched She-Hulk and I've got no interest in seeing it either. They're just churning them out now for the sake of churning them out, I think.
I watched that one with the what was it called?
Moon Knight. I quite enjoyed that.
No, I wasn't not into that one either. But that was the one that came afterwards.
Oh, you mean WandaVision?
No. WandaVision come well before Moon Knight.
Yeah.
No, the one with the Indian subcontinent superhero. What's it called?
Shang-Chi.
No, fucking hell, Christ! No, it's from fucking China, for fuck's sake. Like an India or Pakistan.
It was close.
Jesus Christ, Shang-Chi.
Trying to think what they are. So I kind of gave up with like Marvel after Avengers Endgame. So I watched Spider-Man and watched Venom, but it's like.
I've always got something that's up there that is definitely the best as well, Cherry. So
Up has to have one of the saddest starts to films ever.
Miss Marvel. That's what I think now.
What's that got to do with Indians?
With the fucking superheroes from Pakistan.
Oh, Miss Marvel. Yeah, no, I haven't watched that one. Weren't interested in it. I was thinking of Captain Marvel. I was like, no, Miss Marvel, not interested. That's for all the millennials to watch.
I'm very interested in Captain Marvel.
She's like 12, isn't she?
No, Captain Marvel. I said not fucking.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Sorry. So I get mixed up.
You're bringing fucking PvP back on the channel next.
Oh, don't. Oh, you're still knocking around on various channels. So keep seeing him in chats.
Well, at least the 16-year-old.
How old do I think millennials are? They're sort of like 25 to 40 now. I think so. They're all in their 20s. It's like Gen Z. Gen Zs are the kids now, aren't they?
I'm a millennial.
I'm not a millennial. I'm a Gen X.
I am.
Luke's a millennial.
I am Generation 1. No, I've not seen Up.
Have you not?
No. The only Disney films I watch are the Star Wars and the Marvel ones.
Yeah. Big up the Generation X, massive. Yeah, I know. I said millennials. I was thinking the young gen. I'm still, you know, I still think the 70s was like 30 years ago. So I'm getting on. That's where
definitely the 90s.
When I say millennials, I mean Gen Zs, Gen Zs, whatever. Sort of like the teenager, like late sort of mid-teens, late teens, early 20s kind of thing. But yeah, when it says 30 years ago, yeah, so that was what 1970, wasn't it? And it's like no, you know, so I was born in 77, and it doesn't feel like 45 bloody years ago. Showing me age. Kids these days. Mel, how are you? I've been binging all your videos lately, Mel, because there hasn't been any good ones coming out over on this side of the world. So I've
put out at least 5 videos.
No, I've been taking tips on, you know, her, you know, book business and how that's going, sort of, because I'm trying out new things that I'm not really talking about at the moment, but I'm learning a lot and extrapolating sort of methods and things from how you're doing things and applying them over this way. Whether it works or not is different matter, but yeah, sort of like the daily refinement kind of methods that you're doing, and so I've been enjoying them as watching you dumpster diving or trying to dumpster dive the other night.
I
keep wanting to comment on things and then realizing that the video is like a year old and it's like it's not relevant anymore. She probably knows by now.
I would gladly dive into a dumpster with Mel. Welcome, Mel, to the whatever back from Burnout channel.
Oh, right, yeah. It's what was I was watching a video last night, and it was one of her sort of earlier book videos. It was like, I've not sold Dick Francis before, and it's like, oh my god, my mum used to read Dick Francis all the time. It's quite popular over in the UK. How can you have not sold any Dick Francis books? And it's like that video is like over a year old. I can't comment on that now. She's probably sold loads of them now. She's probably got stacks of the bloody things. Yeah, I haven't decided whether to join that group or not yet. There's quite a lot of daily refinement that is relevant, but there's also an awful lot that isn't relevant. And
just join.
So I just cherry pick what I think is applicable to me. But you know, might join, might try for a month and see.
Join the official DAS thing instead, and then you got the UK equivalent, haven't you?
Oh, so yeah, DAS Smith official. Yeah, it's like jury's still out on him, I think. It seems promising, and it was what I said. You know, so his first video was like, "Oh, we made turn £35,000 into £100,000 turn in our first year." But the graph on his thing showed that that was like that 100,000 was like 236% up on the previous year. So it's like, well, no, that doesn't make sense what you're saying. So I said right, it's like, oh, you actually mean your first full tax year, don't you? And then he did like a couple of days later, we put out a video, and it was like, oh yeah, so it is your first full tax year that you're on about. So yeah, so you just slightly fudging it slightly, but as I say, 100k in a year is 100k in a year, regardless of how you get. Sort of like most of us would kill to have 100,000 turnover in a year, and he does do clothes, and he's got you can see all the stats behind him. So obviously, what he's doing is working, and like good for him. But whether whether his courses have got any value or not remains to be seen. And I think he just needs to get himself a bit more known in the community, and not do it the way of who, buying subs and views and whatnot, and he who shall not be named.
Yes.
He's not here to defend himself. But yeah, so if he does it the right way, then good luck to him. And I'll be showing an interest. But
Who's James that Mel's talking about here?
Oh, he's talking about bold finds.
Who?
We were at the same boot fair a few weeks ago, and he didn't say hello, and I didn't know he was there because I was like, it was. And I found out the other day that I bought something off him randomly a year ago. It's like I got a coupon, as you get from like it's like here's a coupon for like, my previous buyers. And it's like, what have I bought from James? And so I had to go right back through my history, and then like found that I bought a Game Boy off him about a year and a half ago, just randomly, not specifically from him. It just came up. I was looking for one, and it was for sale. Didn't even connect who it was. It was like, oh, I bought a few. He got positive feedback. He did very well. But yeah, I like James.
Terry has completed Fortnite apparently.
Can you complete Fortnite?
Well, Terry's done it now. That's how good she is.
It's an open-ended.
It's like Pornhub. They've completed that during lockdown, didn't they?
Mm. Yes, he's doing very well, Mel. So that video, that viral video of his did help there. But yeah, he's doing it as well. Like he gives his figures over on Peter Cummings' channel on a Tuesday in his listing league, and he's very consistent. 70 items a week, most weeks.
10 a day.
That's
good.
That is good to see how he manages to keep that going through winter, through the off season, and he's getting into his book bundles as well. So,
we've had a sale.
I sold a book bundle to Australia the other week, Mel.
But nobody is allowed to sell books. Okay, let's be very clear here, right? Nobody in the UK is allowed to sell books. That is not allowed. That is my thing. Nobody else can do it. Everyone has already done freaking clothes and ruined that. Nobody's touching books. Not allowed. I've had a sale anyway. It's time for guess the price.
£10.
Okay. Nope, but it does end in a 0.
£9.
I'm gonna have to take it off Facebook now as well.
Yeah, I think he's got the right work ethic, as James.
Right.
He's going to run out of stories very quickly, though. I think
it's not £9. It's not 7. It's not 12.
Is it a whole pound? It's not like
no, it's not that frigging stupid frigging. Yeah, it's we've got 30 quid, 14.90, 6.50. We've got 3. I still can't find it on Marketplace to take it off. It's interesting.
If it's on Marketplace, then it'll be quite big. So I'm going to go £25.
Nope.
John's got a new channel. John YLM.
18, 27, we're not there. What, John's
4.
doing YouTube now, are you? Is that a Muddy Mental exclusive alert there, is it?
Hi, Jack. Yeah, Jack smashes it.
Mr. Dobbins, welcome. It's a pleasure being live with Jack the other day.
Yeah, I've started to see his face on a few streams. I only ever used to see him in chat, and now he's turning up on
I can
a few
tell
channels
you,
there.
we've got a correct
£35.
well done. £35 for a painting that's got a keyword of Wrexham in it.
Oh, is it of Ryan Reynolds?
It is not. He's not allowed in my. I am actually on my first month where I've gained subscribers on the Tube of You because I've done videos. Normally I do videos and I lose subscribers, but somehow I've managed to hit the magic where I actually.
Yeah, Mel could come on and say hello. I know it's early morning there. Usually she's not getting ready to run out the door on a Saturday morning. Busy. Yeah, I'm gaining about an average of about 30 subscribers a week at the moment. So I've got 190 to go till I get to 3,000. She's in bed, so she's waking up and like nice morning coffee.
Right, I still haven't ended this fucking list in the marketplace. I can't fucking find it. Where do I find active listings? There we go. Why have I got 3 active listings? Like, well, that fucking sold. That sold. They're all fucking sold. Oh, fucking piece of shit. I had it on Facebook for £30, but I sold it on eBay for 35.
Sounds what I like to do. Get up, have coffee, put a bit of YouTube on, wake up in the morning.
There's a beautiful lady. Natasha's
Hello,
in.
Natasha. Cherry's obviously a gamer girl. Luke plays Overwatch. He's playing Overwatch 2 at the moment.
No clue what any of that is.
He doesn't like Fortnite or not. He used to play
Do
Fortnite.
people still play? What was it? What was it used to play? I forgot the name of it now.
Quake. Oh, Quake's been gone for. I suppose. I think there still is a Quake community that plays it, but it's very niche now.
Everybody should play Quake. Actually, better see if I've got a copy of it. What the fuck's going on outside?
I think they brought out a new version a few years ago.
What?
On the Xbox.
Kicking off outside.
I could hear that as well. They're having an argument.
Oh, hang on. We've got a guest up.
I could hear that. Natasha, hello.
Hello. What did you hear a ping? Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. How are you?
You've still got us playing.
I didn't hear a ping. Oops, I forgot. Every time I come on, it's like I've never been on a computer before. Forget what to do. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I feel a bit like on my nerves. You know, when you run, like your body's like, just got back from a drinkless night on the town on my own, kind of. A bit of a sado / rock and roll night, I think. Let me have a drink. I'll have a drink.
Cool.
How are you?
Oh, we're all right. Well, I'm all right.
All right. All the better for seeing you.
Oh, that's a Brucey line. I was just trying to think where that's from. Oh, no, that was always at the Wolf from Red Riding Hood.
I'll be back in a minute.
So, where have you been this evening?
Oh, look, a bit of advertising.
I went, yeah.
I went
to a gig. I went to see a mate play an acoustic set, and I was like, okay, do I go on my own or do I bring a friend? And I was like, So I just asked, and they said, oh, you can hang out with my family if you like. I was like, okay, cool. So at least there's like a backup. And I thought, I'm going to have to work now. I had to work an extra hour. So I thought, it's getting late. I might miss the set anyway. And then do I really want to go on my own? Is it, not been paid for a while? So just waiting for funds. And I was thinking, I can't go out and catch a taxi. You don't catch a taxi, do you? Get in a taxi all the way into town, which is really expensive nowadays. Have a drink in this really expensive bar, or maybe two. And then not knowing what's going to happen after, if I can jump in a taxi with them later on or not. And then because it's like, I don't really know the people, the stress of like, oh, I don't know, am I going to have to get a taxi home on my own? Is it going to, so I just thought a whole massive bill just for a couple of hours, and I thought, I don't know. So I didn't. Just got to cut back, you see, this month on the spends. But I went, and it was one of those moments where a year on from my disastrous situation last year, it was quite good to just be bold, sit in a bar on my own, not feel a complete tit. I did have a lot of panic moments, rabbit in headlights, when all these young kids came in and the bar just flooded full of people, and there was me like on my phone. Weird. It was a weird night, but music was really good. And then
did anyone chat you up?
No. The barman was very nice. He was chatty.
What's wrong with the people of the local area? Tell them there's got to be something wrong with him.
No, so I didn't get chatted up. And actually, it was funny because I wasn't even sure if it was a date either. So I just thought, well, I don't know if it's a date. I'm not going to ask if it's a date in case it is, because I'm not sure if I want it to be a date. I was like, I'll just go and support. I love the music, so I'll just go. I love live music, guitar, singing. It's great. I love it. And the music was really, really good. I thought, just be adventurous. Don't bring all your mates, because it'll be a bit busy and it's more stress having to sort times out with people. And I thought, don't bother getting all too fancy doing hair short. Not that you go out in short skirts anymore. I've no idea what people go out in. Can't see the chat.
I do wear the short skirts when I go out.
Short skirts. Yeah. Didn't you wear a dress? Was there a bet?
I look very good in a mini skirt.
No doubt.
Yes, I've seen him in a skirt. I think everybody's seen him in a skirt.
I haven't seen it.
Go back and watch one of his old videos. It's in there somewhere.
Watch all of them so I can get the advertising.
Wasn't there the charity one you did? I need to pop the text out. How do I do that?
It was over a year ago.
I've got to do a charity.
Yeah, I was the radar then, wasn't I?
So the day of the Laney charity special thing, is that the 28th of October? Because I'm out drinking from 10 o'clock that day, so I can.
That's a Friday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete. Yeah, I thought, do you know what? And even like the thought of going to the loo, but I still had my coat on it because it was really cold. The door was open, and it was so cold, and I was even freaking out. Not freaking out. I was even just like, seriously, don't look the part for a Friday night cocktail bar, rammed full of people, younger people. And I was just thinking, just the toilets fills you with dread, all these gals with their mascara, and just the whole toilet chatter of really drunk youngsters. Mind you, it was 9:30, so it wasn't so bad. But the thing in the end was it was actually a mixed toilet. So that was the difference. It wasn't a girlies' toilet, and there's no big mirror thing. It's just men and women.
All you've got to do is walk in there, fart really loudly, and then they'll leave. Problem solved.
Oh dear. If I did a fart that loud, I'd probably be laughing, not just yeah. I don't know. I haven't had a drink in ages. I came off meds, and yeah. So no, it's one of those nights when it kind of worked out all right. Could have. And the moment the waitress was like, "Can I move your chair a little bit this way?" And I was like, I'm positioned perfectly to not look completely weird on my own, because I could kind of see the guitar player, and I was not quite on the edge of the bar. I had a few feet there, and I could put my handbag on the stool in front of it. I was completely taking the mick because there was me with like a non-alcoholic beer, milking it, because I didn't dare leave the seat in case these kids had pinched the seats, and you know what these Peterborough youngsters are like. you can't believe how moving a bar seat a few inches can make someone feel so uncomfortable. View of the crisp packets, can't cross your leg, you can't sit. You like it's a bit like there is a Mr. Bean scene that can be made from this, I think. A female who's that female comedian? The girl who's always talking about being single and dating and stuff. In Outsiders, in betweeners. I get brain fog when I come on here, don't I?
In betweeners.
I don't remember.
She was girl Carly. No, it's not Carly. I don't know.
Pass.
But it's like, what do? You know, I was trying not to be on my phone all the time, but it was in the end like a comfort thing. And then I was trying to do some singing to the music, which is all right until you don't know the words and you look silly. But that was quite fun. What do you do when you go to a bar on your own?
No.
I think we've blown Mel's mind with the concept of gender-neutral toilets.
Actually, the first time I saw gender-neutral toilets was in who was talking about? Was it
Bar used to have them
in Liverpool? Bars.
Bar used to have them.
Yeah, and oh, look at that camera. And in there, yeah. But in there was Finn from Hollyoaks, and I was totally starstruck because I really fancied him before I went to uni. Then I was like, oh my god, he's in the toilet. Actually, no, it wasn't him in the toilet. It was Gemma. Was it Gemma? No, who's the really tall, big-built, big-framed ginger girl?
I don't know. I used to go drinking with them in Modo's. I used to drink in Modo's.
I
remember that. Where is that? Where was it? Talking about Liverpool, guys.
Yeah, Concert Square, wasn't it? Modo's. It was opposite side to RSVP.
Was it? Yeah, no, I can't remember where RSVP is, but is it where there was all garage and R&B music?
Yeah.
They had Damage to Go. Modo. Yeah. There was some good tunes on tonight, actually, after the...
You want something, she's been fed.
Oh, bless her.
Got two, Tom. Got this.
Look.
Where's your bowl? Your food's in your bowl.
What's a kettle? Do they do that because they want an itch? It's like they have a really itchy forehead, isn't it? Because they really like rub it against it, don't they? Hey, Mel, sorry. I'm just really bad at keeping in the chat.
The other one's up there.
Hello.
I'm not sure if I'm getting that.
Not on favourite.
Lie down.
I'm not sure. It must be nice having a cat that likes you.
He only likes me when he wants something.
I haven't had a drink yet. Cheers, guys.
He still doesn't like that one.
This is how
half now.
I haven't even got any ice. I don't know where my ice cube trays are.
Have you got a drink in hand?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hi.
We got the cheats on tonight.
The tortoise shells are cute, Tonks. Yeah.
Who's got what tonight?
Hey.
I'm in my bed tonight. We're live in the bedroom tonight. Can't get on my sofa.
Can't get on your sofa. Oh no, you're not putting reselling stuff on it.
It's full.
Huh?
It's full of books.
Oh dear.
Need to sort
I've
it
not
out.
been sorting for ages, so I've been really good. I've listed one pair of shoes this week. I'm kind of getting there.
Right,
not really getting there. Just get my life in order first. The reselling can come later. Because it's like I need a PA just to get my daughter's stuff sorted for school. She's got loads of homework, loads of writing practice to do, loads of reading books to get signed up for, loads of Google Classroom, and we've got Tapestry. Jeez. It's like us mums need an incubation period, never mind the kiddies. Fundraising stuff coming home, Christmas card kits with little footprints on, and then the kids make their own little snowman card. It's adorable. But
somebody's suffocating Cherry, apparently.
Giving you advice on playing, which you completely ignored. I bet Cherry.
Natasha's got a question.
Huh?
You've got
Mel asked, do you work another job also?
Well, technically the reselling isn't a job at all. It was supposed to be my income in the situation before. But the other job is teaching languages, so well, that's like my work. Yeah. I've kind of come back from French and Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah, so I started it back up again, deleted everything like when I had Annabelle, started it back up last year. It wasn't last year, was it? I'm losing track of time.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, sí. Well done. That was a little language lesson, didn't we? Yeah, so I've now got a kids club back on. I've got a kids club back on. And I'm going to do an online class with grown-ups. Some of the girls are from the States, so it's going to be 5 p.m. I'm going to do an adults beginner conversation class. I've got to do it because I've got people.
Très bien.
Okay, bueno. Spanish.
Bonjour, je m'appelle André. J'habite à Wrexham. Je désire Natasha.
D'accord, je comprends. Oh la la. Cheesy. Yeah, so I'm just building my hours up because Annabelle's only just started school and it's quite a big thing for her. Just wanted to make sure she got really settled. So I'm just kind of starting work. Now I've got a full-time day to myself. Just going back slowly. I'm doing a lot of volunteering as well, actually. So tutoring languages is the career, shall we say.
Well, people are always going to need languages, especially as the world gets smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, small, it's all connected and all.
It's easy to, yeah.
But,
that is one of my taglines, but then I didn't go into pitch to businesses. I spent ages doing this fancy flyer, this amazing flyer, and it was something like making the world smaller. Something like that, yeah.
Because we're all connected. You can speak to anybody anywhere in the world without, like Mel's in Australia, we're talking.
Yeah.
Saturday morning. I mean, I know that's English, but it could just be easy. Somebody in Japan or Brazil. So languages is always going to be in demand.
Yeah. It's just the economy, how it's turned. I'm just wondering how it's going to look. If I guess you've got sort of different people. You've got people who want to have a better lifestyle, so they want to learn the language to go and have holiday homes and go and live abroad. And then there's those that want their kids to do really well, so they pay no matter what every week for them to carry on doing a language when they're doing a different one at school, and they don't want them to drop it. They want to keep going.
Yeah.
But then even those kind of people can still run out of money or just think, actually, we need to tighten our belts a bit. So you can't always guarantee that those with the more comfy disposable income are going to have the funds. But I think what the government have done have kind of stopped the panic, because there was that whole media scaremongering, wasn't there? Like, I mean, it was real, but it was still like, whoa, Britain's got no money. And then I was just like, nice. Yeah, I'm going to have clients dropping soon. Great. What I'm going to do now. But looks like things will be all right. Yeah.
Have you seen that guy on YouTube that he can speak like Cantonese and teaches himself all these Oriental languages, and he'll just go down Chinatown in like New York and all, like go into a proper Chinese restaurant and start talking to it, and then just order something in Cantonese. They're like, what? why is this white boy speaking our language?
We've had a very
Cantonese we do.
Jerry has given a very firm response to type way if you find Andrew sexy.
That is a very firm response.
I've not met Tonks before, have I? Unless it's a different name.
The YouTube channel as well. They got a couple.
French, but
it's...
but you wouldn't like.
James knows.
Yeah. Funny.
Cherry's gone.
So
she's typed out she finds me sexy and she's left.
Chat annex it. What I see. Yeah.
Oh, I've got top chat. Oh, dear me. Thing is, top chat tends to be exactly the same. Zut alors. Salut, Stu.
So, what's the French for yes? Yes, Natasha.
You're going to set me up again, Andrew. Je rien dit. Je n'ai rien dit.
Come on, le français pour le yes.
Qu'est-ce que c'est le mot français pour...
Yes, that.
Pour ça. Tu sais déjà.
Tu parles français?
Je parle français.
Pardon.
Je parle français.
J'habite avec un mansion.
Moi ou toi? Tu habites une grande maison? Un manoir?
Non.
Non. Moi, non.
Un
Désolée.
petit maison.
Une petite maison, voilà. J'habite dans une petite maison.
Damien, how do you say yes in French?
Do you really want me to find you next?
Hello,
I can if you want, but you know you've had old Davina debacle. You don't need.
Well, I'm probably going to get that tomorrow. He wants to Canal Street again tomorrow.
You go to Canal Street.
Freaking flashbacks again after last time.
You met a lovely young lady called Davina David.
Davina David?
No, yes.
Well,
a girl called Davina turned out to have like 2 more testicles than Andrew.
I swear they introduced themselves as Davina and not David.
Oh, Sue. Not Mel. What did I say, Sue? Because I was thinking of Mel and Sue. Sorry, Mel. Speaking and teaching French on a YouTube channel will be very successful. Well, I have a YouTube channel that is teaching French, and I kind of lost all my confidence with it, and I didn't tend to have the time anymore to make videos. It got to 23k subs, and with Copper, you know the Copper. Yeah, I've got one song and it was like a couple of million views, and I was like, yeah, this is me. It's like the one hit wonder.
A couple of million views.
Yeah, I think the
just
channel.
Let that sink in for a minute, everyone.
Yeah, I made a single. I've got a song on iTunes, but I should be getting royalties on every play, but I haven't linked in because I'm scared of losing the YouTube revenue. I've got to work that out. But yeah, I'm going to lose it soon if I'm not careful. I just haven't got the confidence to know what to do on there anymore. Because I get such low views now. A lot of my stuff, like I think probably 95% of the views are not subscribers. Because it's the teachers in school. You can see it's September and it's high, and then it drops down, and it's the school teachers just typing in "Bonjour mes amis," and then the song pops up. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But
is that what the song's called? Bonjour mes amis.
The song's called Bonjour mes amis.
If I type that in, I'll find you.
Or MLS Natasha is the handle. Which I already did. The handle, but the website isn't there. I think I've got a really dodgy header of an old website domain. I need to do some housekeeping, I think. So yeah, I just feel really rubbish. Yeah, so YouTube invited me to their Google headquarters in London about 2015. Yeah, 7 years ago. It was amazing just being in the room, but I was like the least successful YouTuber. And it was really about, it was like that being in the bar on your own syndrome again, where nobody wants to just collab with you. They're like, right, go mingle about the room and collab. But I probably just wasn't channeling that little sassy kind of, I'm here, who wants to work with me? I was probably just sending out the wrong vibes. So you learn as you get older.
Yeah.
And this is my rebirth now, the 2022, Natasha 2022 version. Yeah.
Because we have discussed this flirting before, at least a confusing situation where I think you're a lady and offer to send you a picture of me chopper. And it don't go well. We're not doing that again. Natasha, can you think of a word that rhymes with P?
Gee.
That's not a word.
Rhymes with it, or is another word for it?
Yes, the latter. Both.
Tous les deux.
Mel's absolutely correct. So when your non-subscriber percentage is a lot higher, means you're being seen by more people than you actually sort of just subs.
And yet,
it's just from that one video though.
My last video, quite percentage were non-subscribers. Quite a high percentage. It's still got fuck all views.
Yeah, mine's like the 80-20 rule. 80% of the revenue or views will coming from 20% of the videos.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Yeah, I'm itching to get back into it all though, because I just have this little extrovertism. Just want to share, just want to talk to people, just get more. But I mean, I'm getting close. Maybe 2023.
Most YouTubers are
introverts.
Most
because they're doing it on a computer behind a screen, not out there in the real world.
Yeah, you find most YouTubers are introverts.
I am very tiring.
Isn't that weird? Because I have little blocks, but I'm generally an outward energetic person and bounce off energy people. And yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah.
I'd love 23,000 subs.
James,
if I didn't,
thank you. Is my internet gone?
No, you're still there.
Yeah, you see, I haven't actually. Well, actually, do you know what? My vlog channel, Natasha Natters, I've not done any SEO on that because a lot of it was just dumping my normal videos, just a lot of family rubbish, me and my daughter, or just random stuff.
Search engine optimization.
Then I thought if I went back, because it was initially just storytelling in my life, it was just my private me, just putting a bit of stuff out there, just kind of as a little diary, like a vlog. What a vlog should be, a video log of your life, isn't it? And I did think if I literally just went straight back through it and just re-optimized the instead of saying Annabelle's first day at Peppa Pig World, I mean, I did optimize that one to get some views. But if it was, 2-year-olds rides at Bolton's Park, Peppa Pig World, or what rides are good for, what are the rides like for 2-year-olds, stuff like that, where you just sub keyword. Not keyword stuff it, but you just kind of do the SEO, yeah.
Yeah, I don't bother with tags anymore because there's a little line above it. It's like tags don't actually contribute much to like your searching of the videos. It's like, well, why am I bothering filling out 500 characters worth of tags every video? They don't matter. So I put a few in, but I don't bother. So I think it's just like your title.
My top tip: don't put Pornhub as a tag. YouTube don't like that.
I find the hashtag don't work very well either.
I just found a picture of me looking as sexy as I do now. Job done.
But I find that because I've always started my videos UK eBay reseller, and it's like YouTube will promote videos based on similar titles. So if a video's done well, and then you do another video with similar titles, that tends to do well as well. And I found that if I do a video and I don't put UK eBay reseller at the start of the title now, like it tanks because it's expecting it's like because like when I came back and did a few videos and then somebody made a comment and it was like so what is it you do again? Sort of like having a dig at me, putting it in the title. So I did a couple of videos with that and they completely and so as I put it back in again, all of a sudden I get 2,000.
Yeah.
So like because I've did it for so long from the start.
Yeah.
Like the YouTube algorithm now expects me to have it in there. Hi, Ian.
Hello, Ian. I've got a question for Mel, actually. Mel, do you know the French for yes? And what is it, please? There we go.
Oh, Damien, not last time I saw, well, maybe it was. I don't know if it was when I was doing the bookshelf or when I was here, but weren't you going to a wedding or something?
Yes, we had the wedding. That was a good day.
Whose was it again?
Well, it was Luke's parents. Like it was like a blessing, a redo, but it was like a full wedding, sort of like the dress and meringue and the wedding cake and everything like that.
Right.
It's like when they got married, sort of like 25 years ago, it was like registry office. So she always wanted the white wedding. They're now called it. So it's like we're having not do, and it got put off because of the pandemic. It was supposed to be a couple of years ago. They had it. So yes, it was a good day out had by all.
That's good. That's really nice. Yeah. I think that's like the best party ever, having a go to a wedding, because everyone is on their best. Well, unless it's a free bar, they're on the best behaviour for the beginning.
There was a few.
I'm definitely not on best behaviour.
One of the extended family got rather drunk, and then after the wedding, he decided it would be good, while completely inebriated, to ride his bicycle, and he finished the night with a black eye and a broken nose because he fell off.
Oh dear.
I think the renewing the vows ones are good, right? Because you don't. There's no worrying about whether they're going to say yes to the marriage or not, is it? Because they've already fucking done it.
Yeah, so the wording is different. It's like
it's not. You can't.
It's not say, I do, like I did, or something like that.
Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband or wife? Can you? Because it's already fucking happened.
I think it's. Do you promise to continue to take them to carry something like that? But it's worded very, very differently, very specific.
Damo, Damo, I'm getting a bit informal with you there. Sorry.
Whatever you like.
Shoulder embarrassed. Well, one of my exes was called Damien, so I suppose it's just not you know what I mean. So he was called Damo. One of his usernames. So Damo the Great, he called himself. So funny.
Okay.
Anyway, your channel.
Did he live up to his name?
It depends what you mean. Depends. There's various interpretations of that, aren't there? Size of greatness in size or in.
Interesting to know where your head went then. I was just meaning fucking as a person.
Was he great? No, he was very selfish. Very selfish. No, Damon, seriously, if your views, I don't know a lot because I've forgotten all that, and everyone else knows more than me by now. But if your views are almost exceeding your subs, that's genius, isn't it? You are doing very, very well. So whatever you're doing,
I average about between sort of 1,000 and 1,500 views a video.
We're not having this.
Year off,
I average 200 views a video.
And I thought I'd come back and I would get like 100 views or something like, because you usually sort of, if you leave a channel, it does. It does. But the first video back it's got 2,500 views now, so it just go and eat your food.
Right. Somebody needs to go and watch my videos 800 times, please.
But I need to get 4,000 watch hours back because I got demonetized. And need another 2,300 to go, so I'll probably get there by Christmas.
Right, everybody, get watching Demo's channel. Get watching it. Just let it run overnight. Every now and then, put your toe on the space bar.
Thank you. The fee is, the minimum payout threshold for the fee is £60.
£60, yeah.
I've got £55.45 pending. So I need just that little bit more so I can get me 60 quid, right? Because that will come the very end of January.
Because you've got to get monetized to get that out.
Yeah, so I've got to get monetized and then do it, because I get it roughly works out about 4 or 5 quid a video. So I need to get monetized, do one video, and then I can retire.
my I can't remember what it was. My click per CPV, I can't remember. My ratings were really low. Clicks per meal.
Yeah.
The reason I use the same thumbnails is because Stu has not designed me new thumbnails yet. Stu is in charge of the thumbnail department. I try to do a fucking thumbnail. Jesus Christ.
Yes, those ladies are old and wrinkly, and
Andrew needs to pull some different faces.
All the people fucking doing fucking thumbnails. Like they've had a fucking stroke or somebody's fucking stepped on their fucking toes or something. Somebody's fucking face looking fucking normal. Like, oh my god, there's a normal video for you to watch. I'll watch that one. Out of this one, fucking shove something in his fucking ass. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you look at the videos of people who have got striking thumbnails, it is them just doing a silly pose. It could be anything at all. Totally not from the video. They've just taken a separate still.
I fucking die, but I've done a thumbnail.
I don't do them. I'm terrible because I have to just do the teeniest, because I'm just so much going on all the time. Unless it's quick.
House.
I am going to stop using thumbnails. I'm just going to go with the fucking recommended fucking thing that fucking YouTube puts in. I do.
Put the link in the chat, see if we get Nick on.
Hello,
well,
Nick.
I'm not talking to him after he's bought a fucking holiday home for me that I can't fucking fit in.
Oh, I love that house. It's like I'd be banging my head at it as well. I'm ever so slightly taller than Nick from memory when I met him last year, and like if he's hitting his head, then I certainly would. But yeah, I'd have it in a heartbeat. Luke would have it as well, but he's only 5'7", so he'd be more than happy.
Nick actually started watching this at the start, but he stood up too quickly, knocked himself out, and he's only just come round.
Torrents.
But yeah, the ensuite bathroom, right?
Fucking thumbnails where people look like somebody's fucking stabbed them or something. I don't get it. It doesn't encourage me to watch a video. I just think, oh, I'm stupid. I got on to the next one.
Nick's thumbnails. I don't think what his. They're usually. I can't think. Isn't Nick posing? But he's not. He doesn't open his mouth and move. Doesn't he just smile and hold something up?
Kelly, while you're there, what is the French for yes? Because I don't know. Natasha won't tell me.
Yeah, but if they were watching, they know you already said it earlier.
I don't know what it is.
Nintendo also made a console by the same name as well.
Nick, do you know what the French for
his trivia, I probably already told you this. Noddy is that word twice in French.
Oui,
so
oui.
The word, yeah.
Well, as it noddy and biggie.
Like, what? But a nod is saying
oui, oui. Yeah.
Yes, so they say nod. Yes.
What do they say? Sorry, Natasha.
Bah, je sais pas.
Pardon, tu ne comprends?
Tu ne comprends pas?
The office.
Non.
Répète, je ne comprends pas.
Nope.
Je ne.
I do not understand. Je ne comprends pas.
Comprends pas, oui.
Nick is going to join us live from his new tap cave.
Oh, Tourette's, not torrents. I was thinking there was some sort of virusy. Isn't a torrent like a bad download or something? Bless you, Pete. Are you drinking, Pete? How are you doing?
I was talking to Toilet Girl yesterday, actually, on a different stream. She won't be on tonight. She'll be in the pub, probably.
I don't know if she goes to pubs, does she? Because she doesn't do her own live streams. We only know little bits about
it. No. We only know what I've managed to force out of her.
I do like her, though. I do like her. She's sweet. House tour.
The link's in the chat if Mr. Hills wants to join us. We can ask Nick when he comes live what the French for yes is. What's the German for yes?
Yeah.
I was going to say, what trick is that if we say it? Is it just? Oh, it isn't. Let's just say yeah.
Right, and what is that in French?
Wait.
Hey, there we go. Finally.
Yeah, but what does it mean from us saying on your channel? Because you said you were going to make this video of like all the edits saying these things. You see.
Hey, it looks just like the old place.
Hello. I haven't moved. I made all that up.
Are you back in Hitchin? Is this
shelves up there, Nick? I've never seen you with shelves up there.
Yeah, well, I've only just started putting stock back on them. This was one crate out of about 10.
So Nick has moved. Natasha, he is now in.
Are we neighbours? Don't worry, I'm not afraid. I know. I live in Peterborough.
Oh, that's yeah.
Probably closest to me the most. I don't know. Richie was on. Is he on tonight? He was closer. He's really close. Dangerously close.
I hope you've not told him where you live, because I know where you live.
I think he knows. I think he knows. He's a good lad. He's all right.
So have you settled in tonight yet?
Again?
Not waking up thinking you're in some strange lands and don't know where you are. And
I'm still in a state of limbo. For the first week, I honestly felt like we were in an Airbnb and we were going home any minute, because we stay in places like this and it's like, we don't own this. That
Yeah,
can't be right.
you said it was until you went back to kitchen the other week, and it's like that's when it hit you when you went back.
I got proper emotional going back there and then having to leave again. It was odd.
It's like, hang on a minute, this isn't home anymore.
Oh, there is a toy.
I feel better now. I have an office and I feel like I have a purpose again. That sounds a bit weird, but I've actually shipped some orders and
so you're having a separate room for stock and a separate room for orders then. So it's like in your video you had like you said, this is the office, and then you said this is going to be a bit room.
Plans are evolving. I'm going to do most of it from this room that I can't really show you. It's just crap everywhere.
And is Andrea work from a separate still?
You what?
Is Andrea going to work from a separate room still? Because like you had separate offices at the old house, didn't you? So she had the conservatory sort of area.
Yeah.
Because you'd get under each other's feet if you were working in the same office.
Yeah, well, Andrea ended up working from the dining room table most of the time, just on the laptop, bringing a box of stock in and working on it. So I think she's going to carry on with that. If you saw that video in the big dining room downstairs, I think she's going to just work from there on the laptop.
That walk-in larder, though, wow.
Yeah, that's got the lowest. That's got the lowest door in the house, though. I've clobbered my head on that one.
I ain't going in there. No room and no scope.
Yeah, if you come around, Andrew, you will leave battered from about here up.
Yeah, we can see why you fell in love with the place, and sort of said, yeah, we've got to take this. Yeah, it's easy to see why.
Yeah,
there's so much character to it.
There's some compromises with it, and it's a bit of a challenge. It's a listed building. There's a lot of maintenance and work to do and all sorts, but you only live once.
Yeah.
We might
I'm just looking at it now.
And the history to it as well.
Yeah, the history is the part I love the most.
Yeah.
And
which town is it in, Nick?
Which town?
Yeah.
It's a tiny village called Kenninghall near Diss.
Oh, yes, I've heard of this, but I haven't heard of the village. So so that's about 2 hours. 2 hours.
You'd have to rename your channel This, Tat, and the Other.
This, that, and the other. This, tat. Yeah, got you now.
This, tat, and the other.
They're on the fire. Sorry.
Bye, Pete.
Is it like dead quiet compared to Hitchin? Was Hitchin a bit noisier?
Oh, definitely. This place after 8 o'clock, it's just like. Nothing.
Is it like Midsummer Murders? Is it?
Yeah, totally like that.
Yeah.
There's one village, currently one pub, although the other one they're hopefully opening again. It didn't survive COVID. I'm in the sticks, properly in the sticks here. Wow. But we are in the centre on the village, like little square. So we're at the centre of it all, but there's not much going on.
Well, as long as you've got a post office, that's what you really need.
I was going to say that. Is there a post office?
Yeah, about 20 yards that way.
So
I walk out of my door.
My first my house, mate. Don't worry about going up the road. Yeah, just come pick up from my house. Yeah.
Exactly. I've got to show you this new thumbnail I've got for my next charity shop haul.
Oh God, what?
do it.
Put yourself on the big screen. Make the screen bigger.
Email me that one, Stu. When I go sourcing next, that'll be the thumbnail. I promise you.
Would that get past the YouTube censorship for a thumbnail?
Also, I was thinking of like nudity.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I did a little video of my little girl when she was a baby. I got up in the middle of the night and I used to film everything. I was not it wasn't me changing a nappy as such, but it was I put the camera on the changing table and she did this really wet poo Trump thing in the middle of the night, and it was just I just named it kids wet Trump nappy, changing my baby's wet Trump nappy, and it was just to like a documentary style mother's life, sort of a single mom but living with the dad, but doing everything to kind of showing this has just happened and whoa, and you're trying to do it quietly while she's asleep, so you're not trying to wake her up, because she's only a little baby, and you're like, right, get everything off and try again. And there wasn't any nudity of anything that would have been inappropriate, but I couldn't see. They just took it down and said this is inappropriate or something. And I was like, I don't think
these copper regulations, isn't it?
But it wasn't, you know what I mean? You would never show bits of your baby like that. I think it was just the fact that it was talking about a nappy change, and it was, I don't know, a bit of leg or something, or I don't know. And I was just like, okay, taken off. It's me told off.
There'll be some policy somewhere that
I
can't figure out.
Either that, it might just be because you mentioned Trump. get all the MAGA lot all upset.
Oh no, this is like where she's 4 now, nearly 5, so it's about 3-4 years ago. Yeah, you just think there's other mum. When I was pregnant, I was just looking at videos of what is it like to be a mother of a baby, like really, what is it? Because until you have that baby, you just do not know. And I was looking at videos of newborns and what it would be like, and yeah, I kind of just thought share what stuff is real, but you look back and you think, oh God. The state, only a mother who loves her kids can turn up on a camera and let the whole world see them. They wouldn't go to the shops dressed. They wouldn't go to the shops with their hair and face like that. You definitely wouldn't. No. It's just for the educational purposes of sharing information.
Peter's off. Take care, Peter. See you tomorrow.
Who's going?
So, how are you liking your new boss, Andrew? Are you a fan?
Bus?
Are we allowed to discuss this?
I can't. Due to the nature of my occupation, I cannot discuss this publicly.
Have you seen the live stream that's happening? Who's going to last longer? What is it? Trust
a lettuce.
I don't know. Was it one of the papers is doing a live?
It was. Yeah, the Daily Star's doing the live stream because the Spectator did an article and said like the amount of time that she's been in power, minus the couple of weeks for when the Queen died, she's got the shelf life of a lettuce. So the Star have jumped on that. Go, well, which one's going to last longer, this lettuce or so basically, is Liz Truss going to be out of a job before the lettuce rots away? So. I mean, Kwarteng didn't last very long. He was only saying yesterday that he's going to still be in a job for ages, and it's like, no, come back here, fly across the world just to be sat. And that's got to be sort of so demoralising to be like. So you've got to take a flight early, halfway across the world, just to be told to get your P45 in a job that you've only had for 3 weeks.
Come in, sit down, get your coat.
For basically agreeing with your boss, you know.
Me once. Yeah. I got this job in this company. I didn't get any training. I'm not really salesy. I can sell, but I can't sell. So it's one of the things. And the pricks. They got me in. I came in for work one day, and then as soon as I got there, Tasha, you fancy coffee? Walked around to the thingy, sacked me. I was like, what the fuck? Don't bring me in that day and fire me. But anyway, it was just one of the rare places that I got sacked. But it was a horrible. I think the only times I've got the sack are in horrible places where you just lose your soul. You just become so like, why was he even here? You don't realise it.
Let's not talk about prime ministers and then sacking. And then I don't want no one to sack me. I really said nothing against no prime ministers or politicians.
No.
I want nobody sacking me for breaking code. Not
the views of Andrew's guests, certainly those of him himself.
Why don't we take a minute though for those people who do stand up and do something and help where they can, and they try their best. They might not always know the right answer, and there's a lot of no's and naysayers. But 2 minutes of not 2 minutes, but just send some gratitude vibes out for people who put their neck out. I wouldn't want to be half these people who've just put themselves forward. They've worked all their lives and they probably missed out on a lot of opportunities to be in politics. And then I think cut them some slack every now and then, innit? Just
I totally agree. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, but as far as rating politicians go, she is one of the worst I've ever come across. The way she deals with people and issues.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you that it's a horrible job. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't
want to be Prime Minister, no.
No. I admire the fact they do want to do it. I mean, I think in 5 years' time, it'll probably be like, who wants to be Prime Minister? You know, because everyone will be like, nope.
I think she's a classic case of idealism meets reality, and they don't mix. And it's like, you know, Well, so through the campaign, it's like I want to be different. I want to be away from the status quo. I want to big up the country and all that. And then it's like as soon as she tried all these policies, it's just slapped her in the face, and it's like, no, it doesn't work. And it's just like, now what do I do?
Yeah, I just think it comes down to she didn't really have the experience in the right places. Whereas Rishi had his faults, but I think he had the right experiences to get us through what she's trying to get us through.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's what he was saying through the campaign. It was like, Liz, you can't do that because it's going to go wrong. It's going to go wrong. It's going to go wrong. And she's like, no. And then she does it, and then it's gone wrong. And it's like he's probably sitting there going, I told you so. But, it's because, everything's so well established, and she was trying to, like, go against the established doctrine of economics. And, and it's called trustonomics. And it's just backfired in her face. And now she's, like, learning a very hard lesson. And she's got to try and dig a way out of it and move the country forward. And, hope somebody can, whether it's her or somebody else. So we need to.
All I will say is, during our country's hour of need, once again, I stand ready to assist anything that they want me to do in return for my salary.
Yeah.
I was just reading Ian's in the chat. He's saying that his Facebook group's gone. He'd built that up to a huge thing.
Yeah,
okay, one thing you should always do anyway, not saying I told you so, but anyone who's watching this anyway, try and get everyone signed up to an email marketing list or something, because that is the reason a lot of people are like, right, email, whether it's just like a, hey, what's happening? I know it's a different thing because it's a community thing, but Facebook own it, don't they? So they can take it away just like that.
Yeah.
If you've got an email or a product or just a freebie, you give them an exchange, like a spreadsheet or something, an eBay tracker. You can exchange for an email. You then own the emails, and you can still send them updates, even if it's a community thing, like let's meet up and let's share tips. Here's my new group on my website. There's a lot of communities now online that aren't social medias, aren't they? Well, they're paid, but if there's 15,500 people interested, you can usually get a couple of thousand people paying a few quid a month. They can still chat, and
that's why you have things like Patreon and stuff like that, and these little groups. And
I suggested that I should charge for subscriptions to Drinking with Andrew, and all guests should pay £10. So thank you all for agreeing to do that before coming live. I'm now £30 richer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good luck getting hold of that money.
You can take payment in an Ashes box set.
I've already got bloody one of those from George Ross. I don't need another one.
No, but you owe me one, don't you? Because I bought one off you.
You bought the one off that George gave me.
That was on a day I was feeling sorry for you because you were complaining you had no sales and it was like 10 to midnight. So I helped you out by buying the Ashes.
Emily Atack, that's the name of the comedian I was talking about.
Oh yes.
It only came to me. There was another sketch about how drinking out of these blooming coppers, they're supposed to be nice for drinking gin out of, but they're so blooming antisocial. Here's me like this with a great big glass in my face. There must be a sketch. I wish I could. I don't wish. It's one of those skills, isn't it? Like you wish you could be. You wish you could play electric guitar, or you wish you could actually tell stories that are funny. I don't know. I think it's a superpower, being able to tell jokes. People laugh and get paid for it. Bye, Mel. Good night. Good morning. Good day.
Yes, Saturday morning there.
Oh.
Let's do a meet-up. It's a Manchester meet-up soon.
Tomorrow.
Pete talking about it tomorrow. Is that what he was talking about?
I'm on a train tomorrow to it.
Oh, you're going? Okay, cool.
I'm going. I am signing autographs. Damien has persuaded me to increase my usual fee. We charge 20 quid an autograph now.
Well, that's what they charge at Comic Cons and things like that. It's extortionate, you know. It's like your favourite actor from whatever film or movie or TV show and all that. It's like you buy a signed photo and have your photo taken. Like they'll charge you like 20, 30 quid and stuff.
I'm going to get a sign that says "Drinking with Andrew." £20.
So who's organised this one?
Emma Reseller on Instagram
Oh yeah,
has organised it, I believe.
cool.
Do you know her?
I've met her before. Yeah,
Not on YouTube.
I've met her in person in at Liverpool. I think the last time I saw her at the Liverpool meetup. Where
Did you get your tickets for Depeche Mode, Nick?
Yeah, we got them the moment they were released.
Yeah, I bet. I thought I bet he's there getting like ready like other critics.
Well, we have O2 priority.
Is good in Norfolk.
So yeah, we get advanced stuff anyway. But yeah,
How's the O2 signal on your phones where you are then? If you're out in the sticks over the Norfolk with Norfolk Broads?
it's not too bad. We can get 4G most places around here.
I can't even get. I can barely get 4G in the city of Wrexham. So you're doing well.
There you go.
Hello, Todd.
So yeah, we need to start thinking about Christmas meetup. What we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
Yeah, the issue. So we talk about the issue is that there's train strikes sporadically. There's the World Cup on, so hotels and pubs will be busy in November, December. Qatar World
Why
Cup.
would hotels in Hitchin be busy for the World Cup? That doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't know. It depends who's on the gig. Who was it on last year? Is it Ed Sheeran that was on a gig and they booked all the hotels, or somebody was on up the road from you in the next town over?
Oh, the gig at Nebworth.
Yeah.
Liam Gallagher or something.
Or somebody was on in all the hotels, but I had to trek halfway across Hitchin to get to my hotel at the end of the night. Because that was the only one that still had a thing. But train strikes might be an issue.
Yeah.
It's bloody better than Stockport. Christ.
That's nice, isn't it?
I'll get a coach. I'll come. I'll get a coach up to Hitchin.
Yeah, we want to do something. We've missed this season. We've completely missed this season for the app now. But what we want to do is give everyone an advanced version of the app on the night, and we can all sit around and play about with it, and kind of do it as a pre-launch special for whoever turns up.
Get a launch party. I like it.
Yeah,
kind of a launch party. Get pissed for Christmas and all of that. You know.
Yeah. So you're thinking of like getting an actual venue like the one you did before lockdown, or doing something similar to last year where we just choose like a Wetherspoons.
I have given it about this much thought, this much discussion. I have not had headspace for anything for the last 2 weeks.
What are you looking to do? Because if there was like enough people from certain towns, surely people could get like a.
I think there might be more this year than last year, because last year we were still in the sort of like back end of COVID, and everybody, we were almost going back into lockdown last year. This year, I think we'll be much more out of it, and more people will want to come that wanted to come last year but couldn't because they were scared of COVID. Because we're still supposed to be wearing masks in public places except for pubs last year. So I think this year it's like the numbers will be up.
Well, the year before we hired a venue, and that they capped it at 80, and so we had to kind of ticket.
And then they didn't give you any staff.
And then there was a bit of a farce on the day. But 80 they went in like a day. The names for that. So I don't know. We need to start thinking about it.
You'll be doing the Manchester Evening News Arena next. Selling tickets.
I think
keynote speaker Nick Hills.
I think I've solved the problem. I thought of a venue. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect
Is it
venue.
in Norfolk? Is it?
No, it's not Norfolk. No.
I've got a barn. We'll stand in the barn.
Yeah, get a bit of a bonfire going.
It's called the Lager Club, right? A very popular venue. The Wrexham Lager Club, to give it its full name.
Right, I can spot a problem. The word Wrexham in that was the problem.
Well,
That's a whole other country, isn't it?
It's named after the beer, isn't it? The Wrexham Lager. That's why it's called that.
You don't drink lager though. You drink cider.
Yeah, but they do sell cider there, so it's that's not an issue. I don't actually think they sell Wrexham Lager there either. Actually, to think about it. But so yeah, fantastic venue. I had my 30th birthday there. Not that I'm 30 yet. I'm still 22.
Yeah, of course you are.
But if I was to have my 30th birthday,
you're still thinking Hitchin though.
That was the idea. There's nowhere.
It's fairly central, isn't it?
Yeah, it's central. People that have been for a few years know it, and it works as a venue.
Yeah.
Well, as a town, there's generally enough hotel rooms, and they're reasonable.
And there's good transport connections to it as well. I mean, it wasn't too difficult getting out from London out.
It's become a bit of a thing now. We've had 4 or 5 there, so it's a bit of a thing. Pete, there isn't a dartboard in the barn anymore. I took it down. It was knackered. It's going to the dump on the first dump run.
You chuck one dart, it fell on the floor.
If you want to buy a dartboard, I've got one for sale.
Nick, are you not that famous now? You could just sell your dartboard because it's yours. You know, did that auction it off at the
auction it off. Somebody will buy it.
Nobody will want this. It's been in
a
musty barn. No.
I bet somebody. I'd lay money on somebody in the like 500-600 people you get in the chat on somebody. I bet if you put it up, somebody.
I will start the bidding now at £1.
See, there you go.
Right. Who wants to outbid me Nick's broken dartboard? I start bidding at £1.
The dartboard's kind of all right, a bit damp and musty, but the cabinet's had it, so I wrenched it off the wall and broke it.
It's like Escape to the Chateau, isn't it? It's a piece of history. It's like it's the origins. What's the word? Not etymology.
The provenance.
Provenance. Yeah.
It is a grade 2 listed dartboard, folks. Grade 2 listed, that dartboard is.
No, it's just mouldy and crap. That's all.
Yeah.
Isn't that all it is half the time? It's like some of the
it's got a sense of occasion about it. You can smell its history.
Rich will tell you, because people pay good money for props from movies, but people also pay for things like that to put in their old movies, the period dramas. So have you not comped it? I still haven't got the word comped. Have you not comped it? Comped is
something.
We're still talking about the dartboard. It was a modern, crappy dartboard. Honestly, if it was worth anything, I'd have thumped it.
Well, you've already got a bit of a pound for it.
Shoes, maybe so you sell a dartboard that's mouldy.
Somebody's going to come in with a £2 bid. The next person to comment will be making a bid, so it's done.
Yeah, but it'll cost you 20 quid to have it shipped. It weighs a ton. There you go.
Collecting person.
Yeah, they're quite heavy, them dartboards. I've sold one before. I don't want to do it again.
No. Why are they heavy? Because they're made of wood, aren't they?
Well, no, they're like the proper ones are like bristle board. It's like they are heavy. They're sort of like about 4 or 5 kilos.
It's got a survivor spear being chucked in it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
they are
paper.
2.5 inches deep, and they weigh must be 4 or 5
kilos. Are they that deep? That's why they've got that big door, because it's it's got to hold the doors and the
3/4 thick, something like that, nearly 2 inches thick. But yeah, it's like all bristles, so it's all like don't know what modern ones are made out of, but yeah, it used to be bristles. The cheap ones are made of like coiled paper, sort of like tightly packed paper.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it's like different types. But like, some of them are actually good money if you find them at boot fairs.
Oh, we've got £2 from Ian. Next person to comment, Ian.
Good night.
Good night, Ian. Thank you for outbidding me on Nick's dartboard.
A good thing to look out for at boot fairs, and so if you see dartboards, if they've got one of the electronic scoring devices that you see in pubs. That I picked one up last season. I sold it for 200 quid within a day.
No.
They are expensive. So if you ever see sort of dartboards and they've got the electronic digital score, where you type in the numbers on the keypads and it's got the things like they can be worth hundreds. So keep an eye out.
I have to go in a minute.
People have them for their man caves.
I have to go in a minute. I got to get to bed. I got to meet up in the morning and nearly midnight.
Yeah, I've got boot sale in the morning. Probably last weekend of the year.
We've agreed a deal on the dartboard. I'm very happy.
I doubt Ian's going to pay for it. Ian's been in there with the dartboard. He was here a couple of weeks ago.
And he didn't take it.
No. I'd have gladly given it to him if you... Ian, do you want it next time you're down? Let me know quick. It's going to dump maybe tomorrow. So.
There's dartboards get worn out pretty quickly in Norfolk due to the locals for hedgehogs.
Maybe that's what it was used for. We'll never know.
I gave Stuart a tip on something to buy in his local B&M the other day. He went there, didn't have any. And I had a sale of said item later that day to somebody who lives literally down the road from Stu, like a couple of streets away.
You got his neighbour to buy it off you. Oh dear. Oh.
It was also called Stuart as well. It was very bizarre.
Andrew's pouring the wine, so I'm off.
Yeah, we
It's I'm really pleased you've got a lovely place. I only saw a few bits while I was watching this. Obviously, I can't multitask, but it looks fab. It looks like a nice place. So yeah, well done.
Oh, you watching the house?
It's just open. I paused it. I took a picture of you like this.
Yeah,
it's just
you'll see what we were saying about the low ceilings. It was built.
Yeah. Are you quite tall, or was Andrew quite short?
Andrew can cruise around comfortably, but I'm about 6 foot, so I have to dodge the odd beam here and there.
Oh no!
I'm getting good at it, and I've only been there 2 weeks. You remember.
You'll remember. We won't hit your head too many times.
Memory.
Yeah.
I lived in a house
in there.
Shorter than
It's
me.
not haunted, is it, Nick?
You know when to duck.
You don't know. Don't know.
Right. Anyway, folks,
Yes.
I go to bed because I got to get to Manchester meetup. I got to be an early train in the morning.
Cool.
Have
Thank
fun.
you. Wonderful.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
Bye, everybody. Bye, guys. Bye,
Good night,
Andrew.
everybody. Bye bye.
Ciao, tu.